I feel like I am definitely pushing it with my hair today. If I actually had somewhere to be, I probably would have washed it, but since I'm not going anywhere, I'm not gonna bother. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, December 3rd, and one of these days I am going to film my entire morning routine, or at least give you the gist of what my morning routine is like. Today is not that day. We have the rest of Vlogmas. Eventually I will share my morning routine, but today I'm kicking this off mid-morning. I did not get time to get in here and kick things off before work because my sister spent the night last night and she slept in this bed, and she is, well, she's 20. I was gonna say she's a teenager. She's 20, and I didn't want to kick her out until the last possible second before I need to get in here and start working. So I didn't. I literally woke her up and was like, move. And then I sat down, got to work. But now it is mid-morning and I'm really aching for my second cup of coffee. Let me know down in the comments, how many cups of coffee do you usually have on a given day? I usually have 2 right now. That was not the case over the summer. I was only having 1. But for whatever reason, being here, getting up at 5 to do my morning routine and work out, I need a cup of coffee right when I wake up in the morning. And then I'm usually craving another one mid-morning while I'm trying to push through work just to keep me going. And my mom's building that we're staying in has free coffee on their lounge floor. So I don't necessarily feel bad having a second cup when it's paid for. But I realized that I should open up my advent calendar before I go up and get a second cup of coffee, because if it is a high caffeine tea, then I will just have that cup of tea instead. So let's get to the advent calendars. Okay, let's find the 3. I think, nope, I thought it was a bigger one, but maybe not. This will definitely get easier once we have way less of these. Oh, it was right here. Ooh, today is stickers. This is definitely something that I will use. I still want to try and find a way to use the actual Charley's notebook in the journal, but I definitely will use these stickers. One that's sort of more functional boxes. There's 6. They're a little bit bigger than half boxes, like a normal half box sticker, but they're not quite full boxes. And then 2 quarter boxes, and then 2 pages of decorative stickers. So you have that one, and then you have this one. All right, day 3 of the Friends Advent Calendar. I don't like that sticky stuff. Let's see what we've got. Oh, another, oh no, these are tags. I was like, I thought they were more ornaments, but these are tags. It's Christmas. Could I be more excited? And then on the back it says to from, and it's got little presents with all the different friends' names on them. And then there's this one that just says Friends with Central Perk coffee mug, and then it says to from on the back. Those are super cute. I will definitely use these. I have one Secret Santa that I'm doing with a group chat of friends, so I will definitely use one of them on that gift, and then I'll think about who I'm gonna save the other one for. All right, time for tea. I should have brought up, so day 1, I finished it. I did the whole thing and shared it with my mom. Day 2, I didn't finish it, but I left it downstairs in the studio. I should have brought it up here and put it back in there in case I wanted it, but I guess it's fine to have it down there too, although the tea pot is up here. Okay, day 3. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it looks yummy because there's extra little things in there. Chocolate covered almond. Oh, that sounds delicious. Let's see. It kind of looks like a black tea that would be high in caffeine, but let's see. Every time I do this, I look through the viewfinder on the camera and it's really, really hard to find them. I actually have to look at it myself with my eyes, and I still struggle. Okay, here it is. So it is a black tea, but it says that it is low caffeine. It only has 1 of the little circles. If it had been like this one, I would have had it this morning, but 1 circle just isn't gonna cut it. So I am going to go ahead and go grab my second cup of coffee from upstairs. And then I will probably make this early afternoon, right when I'm done with lunch. It can be my treat, my sweet that I need being done with lunch. I always, we'll just talk in the mirror for a second. I need something sweet when I have a meal. Let me know if you're the same way. Even if it is 1 bite, I just need to end the meal with a bite of something sweet. So hoping that tea will do the trick today. All right, my hair, still a disaster. I just went for a walk with my mom, and there's so many more Christmas decorations out. That's one of the best parts about going for walks right now, is just looking at all the different Christmas decorations on these massive, beautiful homes in the neighborhood my mom lives in. So we went for a walk, picked up my pictures at CVS, and did my December daily, and now I'm gonna make the tea that I opened before it's time to get back to work, and we need to open the wine advent calendar and get those in the fridge. Oh, hi, brother.
Hello.
Mom, we have to open the wine.
We have to open the wine.
We have to open the wine so we can get it chillin'. Here's door number 3. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Oh, I might actually be able to do this with one hand. Oh, I got it first today. Ooh, Sauvignon Blanc. Looks good. I was saying this yesterday when we were enjoying our wine and cheese, which were both fantastic, that I think one of the big pieces of this is if you have an Aldi near you is to learn which wines and cheeses from Aldi that you like, and then you can go buy more, because I'm pretty sure that they sell all of these wines at their store. So the cab we had last night was fantastic, and the cheese, we had a sharp cheddar last night. No, not sharp. Is that the word they used? Yep. Sharp cheddar. It was really good. All right, we're doing the microwave style again today.
We have our new cake.
Oh, the Cheetos are in the bedroom. I took them.
Oh, that's okay. The snowflakes.
Oh, you have a whole nother bag. The snowflake Cheetos for the win. 3 minutes, give or take.
That's my boy.
Ooh, let me see. This is for dinner? Mm-hmm. You just buy them pre-made like this at Target?
Yep.
Wow.
And they're really good.
And they're really good.
Yeah, Martha, I'm telling you.
How long do they take to cook?
30 minutes.
Oh,
I just put them in the cookie sheet in the oven. Done.
that's cool. All right, let's see how this tea looks. Like a little bit of sugar. And milk in my black tea. Also helps cool it down so that it's more drinkable. All right, the tea is a little bit too hot to take a sip of to tell you how it is. And I'm about to hop on a call, and by the time it's over, this tea will probably be gone, but it smells amazing. All right, the lighting is super weird because it's dark in here, but I just got done recording an amazing podcast with Heather Kell from Kell of a Plan. This video will go up before the podcast goes live, but I want to just make sure that you go follow her. I will share when it is live, but it was awesome. I know that most people that have podcasts record very far in advance. Like every other podcast I've ever been on, I have one coming out next week actually too, it's all about side hustling, and we recorded that in September. And so it's hard because you want to give real-time examples, but when the podcast isn't going to go live for months, it's really, really tough. So what I love about hers is that it comes out next week from the time that we recorded, like 7-8 days from when we recorded. And while that is a lot of work for her, and so I completely applaud her for working that way, it allows me to be a lot more real time. And so I can be really specific about, like, we're talking about 2021 goals. It's December, let's plan our goals now. And it was really awesome. And Heather's really great. So definitely go check out her podcast. It's called Planning a Life I Love, and our episode will be up a couple of days after this video goes up. So now it's time to go, it's wine time. It's time to go find my mom.
Vodka or white wine?
Well, she's drinking vodka now, but we're about to have wine, yeah. It looks like...
Is that an either or question? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
It looks like my family also dug into queso while I was in there.
Laken, these aren't actually on sale yet, right? Those jerseys?
Yes, they are.
All right, Mom, I gotta add some of my Christmas things.
Do you think we have enough twinkle lights as we sit down to have our wine? Twinkle Town.
Wine. They're not gonna get shipped till February. But
Oh, so they're on sale, but they're not really on sale.
Yeah.
We're talking about the new Spurs jerseys. For my Spurs fans, they released the new Fiesta jerseys today. There's a pullover on there that I'm tempted to get too. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite kind of wine? I think we've talked about this before. I feel like we have. Ooh, what's the cheese today?
Black pepper Gouda.
Black pepper Gouda. All right, let me get mine open here.
I kind of messed my whole thing up.
Oh no, you broke it.
Yeah, I broke it.
Some teams do. I mean, I've seen.
Broke it.
Maybe they were.
This piece of cheese is bigger than all the other ones we've had this week. It's a little bit narrower, but the pieces of cheese have not been all that big, but black pepper Gouda. We've also gotten a little bit more lax with our setup. The first night we were like, fancy cheese board, fancy cheese knife. We still are using the fancy glasses, but we're just gonna eat the cheese. Cheers. Ooh, it's good.
That's good.
It's Gouda.
That's good. Have you been taking a picture of these so you know which one?
I did of the cab because I like the cab, so I took a picture of it. I didn't take one of the bubbles.
Well, you're not gonna like the bubbles anyway.
I don't really like bubbles. Ooh,
You like it?
it's peppery. And that's Harry Potter in the background. So here's to hoping that Universal doesn't ding me. Let's see if they go together. I'm still not convinced that Aldi is doing like a great job of pairing their wine with their cheese. Actually, I take that back. This pairing today I think is really good. I think it goes well together.
Cheddar always goes well with camo.
Oh. Do you like the cheese? So far these advent calendars are a massive win. Advent calendar time. Rocking the sweatpants on the bottom, button down on the top. Quarantine look. Day 3.
How to count?
I know how to count.
I mean, I don't know how much really, but every time I just get like the worst stomach.
You can do it.
It's all in my head. It's all in my head.
Wait, is that the same one from day 1?
I don't know what to do.
It's like I didn't eat.
But it was white chocolate then too. It's a different shape.
This is a
And it's like,
Jewish
why am I
star.
Oh, it
And
is.
it's right
Star of
here.
David.
It's my stomach. It's like right here.
Get the dominoes.
Well,
We will get there, Allie. You got this.
what is it?
I'm sure you got this.
Delicious is what it is. Okay. But what is it?
Oh, did Mark have this?
I don't think so, but Sam's enjoying his. Mark probably won't enjoy it. It's white chocolate again. It is the creme brulee truffle. Do you want? Oh, you want? Oh, you're sharing?
Filet truffle?
That's so sweet.
Well, I have to start some of the cheese.
No,
That's what you just did. I can have some.
he said that before I took a bite. That's not fair.
What? Hey, Mark.
I'm not sharing the cheese. Okay, so Charlie actually never finished all her treats on day 1, so I'm not really sure if she liked them. I skipped yesterday. I think part of the problem may have been that I was storing it over there next to the fridge, and so they may have been a little bit cold. So I've let it sit kind of over here near the heater for the last 2 days. So I'm hoping they're a little bit softer and maybe she will like them more. We will find out. It was not that expensive, so she isn't into it. It's totally fine. But hi. Hi, do you want to try day 3? Or I guess day 2, I guess is actually what we're on, because we skipped day 2 yesterday. Okay, let's get this open. This is really hard to do with one hand. They're the exact same shape as yesterday. Oh, and they feel just as hard as those other ones. I thought they were hard because they were by the fridge, not because they were meant to be hard. Okay, well, let's open it up. She seems a little bit more interested this time. Hi, sweet girl. Do you want to try one? Here, I'm just gonna give you one. I'm not sure, Mom. She's purring. Can you hear her purring? Hi, pretty girl. Do you want the treat? No, I want your camera. I'm interested in the camera. Yeah, I don't know. She's not super into it. And I mean, there's 5 more. So last time she ate like 2 or 3, and then I put the other 2 or 3 in her bowl, and she didn't touch them. Like, she ate all of the other food. Oh, here we go again. Take 2. Oh, okay. Well, now she's actually chewing on it. I don't know. They just seem really hard. It feels like they shouldn't be this tough to chew. I know they have strong teeth, but I don't know. Every other kind of treat that I've gotten her, like from the pet store, have never been this hard to chew. I don't want treats, Mom. I just want cuddles and pets. Oh, sweet girl. It's a sweet girl. Hi, beautiful girl. Hi. Well, my morning today didn't quite go as planned. Also, you can hear the sink in the background. Charlie likes to drink her water from the sink. She much prefers that to a bowl. Yes, I have tried the water fountain, like for pets, bowl water fountain things. She doesn't like those. She likes her water from the sink. So until we live in a place where we have to specifically pay for water, I'm gonna continue to leave it drizzling for her. That's the noise in the background. But anyways, my morning routine got a little derailed this morning. First off, I went to bed later than planned. I was hanging out with my family. We were playing some games, which I didn't vlog. I don't know, I just totally forgot to record any of that. I think I'm so used to not including some of that family stuff in vlogs, because with weekly vlogs, I just have way more than enough footage of just me talking. But with Vlogmas, I could record some of that family stuff. But anyway, so we were playing games, and while we were playing games, my dad called. So when we were done playing, I called my dad back and chatted with him for a half hour. Talked about how their Thanksgiving was. They went camping, which I mentioned before. Normally I do spend Thanksgiving with my dad, my stepmom, my family down in Texas. They decided to go camping this year out in Big Bend, Texas. And I'm incredibly thankful that I'm actually, this is the year I didn't spend Thanksgiving with them. I'm not a big camper. I'm not quite like the stepmom from The Parent Trap, but like I would rather sleep in a hotel. Anyways, so went to bed later than planned. Decided to prioritize my sleep, and so I changed my wake up time from 5 to 6 so that I would get enough sleep, knowing that I would have to sacrifice something this morning, shorter workout or cutting reading out of my morning routine, something. Then while I was doing my morning routine, I got distracted with the Bath & Body Works candle sale. This happens every year in December. The $24, $25 candles, 3-wick Bath & Body Works candles go on sale for 10 bucks. And I stock up, especially this year because I burned through my candles because I work from home and I love candles. And so I burn them all day long and I go through my candles very quickly. And so I definitely stocked up and got the limit, which is 18, which is a lot, but they're 60% off. And they're some of my favorite scents. I want to do a better job when this order comes in, which I'm assuming is going to be a future vlog. I want to do a better job of documenting exactly which scents are my favorite, because I can read them all day long and some of them I remember, but I want to actually like mark it down. I'm not super picky on my candles. I don't like things that are super duper sweet. Like I don't like a super vanilla-y sugar cookie type of candle. I really like, I've said this on a live before, I like candles that smell like men. Like those kinds of, like the mahogany flannel sweater weather, I think is one of the Bath & Body Works ones. Those are my favorite kind of candle scents. But anyways, so I placed my candle order and I had to really embrace the little patience that I do have because the website was being very slow. But I got that done and then I finished my morning routine. And then Sam came over here and sat next to me on the couch and we started talking about apartments. So I've mentioned this before, but we are planning to move apartments within New York when we get back in the spring when our lease is up, because apartment prices right now are absurd, like absurdly low. And we can basically pay the same that we pay now, but get a much better location. There's nothing wrong with our location. I do like our location, but there's a few things I would rather have, I'd rather change. I would like to be closer to work if possible. I would like to be closer to a Trader Joe's if possible. And really the majority of our good friends are like not in our neighborhood. And so if we could get closer to them, closer to Trader Joe's, closer to work, and way more space. Like for the same price of our current 1-bedroom in the Upper East Side, we are looking at 3 bedrooms in a lot of different neighborhoods. So to the point that like we could both have an office, which would just be amazing. It would be amazing. So we sat on the couch and like looked at apartments for a while, even though if you're not familiar, New York real estate or looking for apartments in New York, it's not a super far out thing. So like in other parts of the country, which it blew my mind when I was first apartment hunting in New York, you can look for apartments like months in advance. Oh, Sam's getting in the shower. You could start looking now for an April 1st lease. Like that would be totally normal for you to go to an apartment complex and sign something that far out. That is not true in New York. Like all the apartments we were looking at today, December 4th, were either like immediately or at the latest like January 1st. It is kind of ridiculous how quick of a turnaround they expect you to like find apartments, book movers, and do all of the things in New York. It's just insane. I don't fully understand why, because if I am moving out of my apartment, I have to give them a heads up 2 months in advance. So I guess that's part of it. Well, but why can't they just start showing it immediately? It's still only 2 months out. Like I have to let them know 60 days before I want to leave that I'm not re-signing my lease. So that means somebody could still sign it 2 months out if they started looking right away. But that's, I don't know, it's just a New York thing. So anyways, that is how we spent our morning. And now it is time to shower and get ready and start our day. Although I have a very slow work day today. My boss is out of the office. I have 0 meetings. This is 0 meetings on my calendar. So it's gonna be a pretty quiet work day. I'm basically gonna be prepping. I have a presentation that I'm giving on Tuesday. The materials are all finalized. That's what I've been working on earlier this week, but I'm gonna work on like my talking points and practicing the presentation today. So, because I'm out Monday for Cultivate Your Life. I was like, there's a reason I'm doing it today, not Monday, because Monday is Cultivate Your Life. So I'm out of the office on Monday. All right, it is advent calendar time. I don't have to hunt for the 4 today because it is the only one shaped like this. So it was on its own the whole time. I'm kind of glad to have the space back on the counter. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's a Christmas tree punch. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? I am definitely adding this to my December daily stash, and I will use that for that. Maybe even this year. Okay, friends, it's right here. Let's see if we can get this open without knocking it over today. Also, it's like a combination of balancing the advent calendar and doing this with one hand. Ooh, it feels like a sticker. Oh my gosh, it is a sticker that says Pivot. I am kind of bummed because I did the advent calendars for December daily yesterday, so I need to find a way to incorporate this because like it's perfect and it's a sticker, and that's where I want to stick it, somewhere in my December daily. So one of the things I can't decide is the teas that I have extra of. So I didn't use all the one yesterday. I did make a cup for my mom, but I only used 2/3 of this, and then this is the one that I made on Wednesday night, and I still have a good bit of this left. What I can't decide is if I want to put it back into the boxes or if I just want to keep them out so that I can see them all so I know what my options are when I want something different. Sometimes I will go back and have different ones during the month of December, or sometimes I'll just wait till January, in which case I should just put them in the boxes. I don't know. Anyways, let's open number 4. Ooh, maybe what I'll do is put like caffeinated on one side and non-caffeinated on the other side. I kind of like that idea. Okay, this one looks like a green tea. I'm struggling with the focus today. It says organic North African mint. Ooh, yeah, I think that's probably going to be a good afternoon tea. It's the first one here. I looked all over and totally missed it. So it is a green tea and it has a 1 caffeine. But since it's Friday and I don't normally try and go to bed, right at my normal time on Friday nights, I think I will save that one for the afternoon and have my regular second cup of coffee. We haven't gotten any of the like super strong. If it is, really there's actually only 2. So this one and this one are the only, and this one are the ones that I would have in the morning and replace in my second cup of coffee. Everything else I'll save for the afternoon. And then if it's got one little caffeine, I'll probably try and make sure I have it earlier in the afternoon versus a 0 caffeine. It doesn't matter what time of day I have that. Those are especially good for lattes with Laken on Wednesdays, the 0 caffeine ones. Definitely not going to have a 1 caffeine at 5 p.m. So that's why I'm glad that I only used like a little bit of this one, because if there's a Wednesday that I need it, I have it. Hello, we just got back. Well, not just got back. We got back from our walk, and then I did my December daily, and I have a few more minutes left in my lunch hour, my lunch period. My period sounds weird because I'm not in school anymore. We also snagged Starbucks while we were out walking. We just felt like it's Friday. My sister's still here, and so she went with us. So the 3 of us just really wanted Starbucks, and I have not gotten Starbucks since, that's no lie. I got Starbucks at the very beginning when I first, like one of the very first walks my mom and I went on, but otherwise, I haven't gotten it really that often since I've been in Chicago. And back when we were in New York in September and October, I was going at least once a week, if not twice a week. So it's a nice treat to have Starbucks today. But I wanted to sit down and share with you what is on my wish list for the holidays. I get this question a lot. The last couple lattes with Laken, somebody has asked, and for a while, I didn't actually know and I couldn't actually figure it out. And so I did some digging between like looking at my budget, honestly, for the year and looking at what I spent money on, and then just thinking about some of my goals. I haven't finalized my 2021 goals, but thinking about what they might be and what I want to focus on in the next year and what tools can help me achieve those. And then what do I need? What are some things that I need? So I'm going to share with you. I have it pulled up on my phone here because I sent it to my mom via email. Basically what I do is I send my wish list, my Christmas list, whatever you want to call it, to my mom, and then I let her disperse other ideas out to my dad and my stepmom, to my grandparents. That's pretty much it. Those are the only people that get me gifts besides Sam. And I don't know if he's gonna ask my mom for any of these ideas, but I basically put them into 4 categories. So I have stocking stuffer ideas, clothes, books, and other. So stocking stuffer ideas, I have two things. One, I want a cute AirPod case, like especially being home and everybody in my family has AirPods. I had a sticker on it and it fell off, but I just want one of those cute AirPod cases. So that's just a good stocking stuffer idea. And then I need some new hair clips. I always clip up my hair when I'm curling it. You've probably seen that in a vlog, and they keep breaking, and it's just one of those things I need replaced. So clothes, a couple things that I need. I need some new, like, of my team's favorite shirts. I have like one shirt that I love for each of the teams that I watch, and that's just not enough when I'm only trying to do laundry every like 10 days or so during those seasons. So I asked for a new Longhorn long sleeve shirt and a new Spurs long sleeve shirt. I feel like that's one of those things that I won't buy myself because it's like, it's clothes and I need clothes, but it's a little bit more splurgy because, you know, they jack up the price for the logos. I mentioned this on Lattes with Laken, but I asked for some new sports bras, and my mom actually bought them on Cyber Monday. I use these sports bras from Champion. They're my favorite ones. They have an underwire, which is what I need. If you are one of our gentlemen friend that's part of this community, I'm gonna talk about sports bras for a second. These are my favorite sports bras. They have an underwire, which I need. I need that extra support, but they suck me in. They're not comfortable. I don't wear sports bras to be comfortable. I know some people are like, that's all I've been wearing working from home, and I'm like, nah. I wear sports bras to help with the support while I'm working out intensely. Like, these are not like I'm doing yoga sports bras. These are like I'm doing HIIT class, spin class sports bras. And then the other thing I love about them is that they clip in the back, so I can make them into like a T-shaped, is that what that's called? Racer back, I think actually is the correct term. If I have a shirt that's like that instead of like a normal tank top, but I can wear it like a normal tank top too if I don't need that. So I got 4 new ones because I only have 3 right now that like are not falling apart, and one of them probably could be replaced. So I'm gonna get rid of that one, and then I will have 6, so then I can get away with doing laundry even less frequently. And then the last thing in the clothing category I asked for were some new like leather boots that aren't heeled. So this is basically all I wear in the winter. If it's not snowing or precipitating outside, I will wear like not tall, like to my knees, like calf height, they're fake leather. They're not real leather boots that don't have a heel. I just think that they look cute. They make any outfit look more put together. Like, I could wear black leggings and a sweater and those boots and I feel cute. I really have to get them at like a DSW because I have to get the extra wide calves. That's just, that's just the type of calf that I have. So I need a normal size shoe, but the only place I've ever been able to find them is DSW. And I basically buy the exact same shoe every other year. They last me about 2 years because I wear them pretty frequently. I think my mom and I actually might head to DSW today to snag those. Okay. The next category was books, and I asked for a lot of books. If you watch the Lattes with Laken, I have mentioned that I am gonna try to not buy books in 2021. So hopefully I will make some progress on the books that I already own, including all the ones that I'm asking for Christmas, or I have to rent them from the library or borrow them from a friend. And I think that's gonna last me a whole year. And then if there are any new books that come out next year from people that I'm excited about, like I know that the Lazy Genius, she's writing another book. And I'm sure that when it launches, I'm going to want to buy it, but I am going to put it on the wish list for whatever holiday is next. So either my birthday or Christmas or whatever comes next. I'm not buying new books. So the books that I've asked for are Barack Obama's new book, Emmanuel Acho's Difficult Conversations with a Black Man, the 2 Enneagram books that I've talked about, so the Honest Enneagram and an Enneagram Guide to Self-Care. It's called Take Care of Your Type. I'm asking for Brene Brown's books, Gifts of Imperfection and Daring Greatly. I'm asking for Burnout. I forget who the author is. I didn't put it on here. The book Get Out of Your Head, The New Jim Crow, How Not to Die, Profit First, and then I'm asking for the bundle of the Ryan Holiday books. So Ryan Holiday is the guy that wrote The Daily Stoic, which is a book I read every single day, and his other books, which I haven't read any of them, he has them in a bundle. So it's The Obstacle is the Way, The Ego is the Enemy, and Stillness is the Key. And he has them in like a cute little gift set, so I asked for that as well. So last category is other, and these are just some other things that I thought that I would want. So one of them is a foam roller. I really want to get better about that, foam rolling. One is, I said this on Lattes with Laken, the fancy scale that measures other stuff. So besides just your weight, I don't know how it works. I don't know how legit it is. I don't know the science behind it, but I've seen quite a few influencers, on Instagram talk about this scale that measures other stuff besides just your weight. I want, however you make the lights in your house automatic on a timer. And I specifically told my mom, I said, send this one to my dad because that's how his lights were when we were down at the Coast House this summer. The lights automatically turn on. I don't know if it's a light bulb. I don't know if it's the outlet. I don't know how it works, but I want all the things to make that work. And then the last thing I asked for was maybe some perfume because I had a perfume that I was using pretty consistently and then I used it all up and I have a bazillion little samples and that's what I've been using. And honestly, I think I want like, the samples are good for travel, but I think I just want like a perfume that's like, this is my scent and this is what I wear for whenever we go back to the office. So that is my list. That's my wish list. Let me know down in the comments, what is one thing that you asked for the holidays this year, one thing that you are hoping to get. And then maybe after the holidays too, I will share with you what I gave as gifts because I got some gifts this year for some people that I am really pumped about. Like the gift I got my mom is I'm really excited about that. The gift that I got my sibling, I guess I don't want to say what gender it is but it's a 4 out of 5 chance that it's a guy of my siblings here in Chicago that we do Secret Santa. I'm really excited about the gift I got them. A lot of the ideas though, those two didn't, but a lot of ideas did come from gift guides that I looked at people that are on Instagram. Like people who really put in a lot of thought and effort into their gift guides. I'm so thankful for those people on the internet who do that. And I got a lot of great ideas. So some of the ideas that I got this year, like I know that some of the kids stuff on Happily a Housewife, I got for my brothers down in Texas. That was an easy one. There's a couple things that I've talked about as favorites earlier this year in my favorites videos that I got as gifts for some people this year that I'm really excited about. So I will definitely share again after I give all of the gifts what I ended up giving as gifts this year too. So maybe you could get some ideas for next year. That's so ridiculous to think about because it's so far away. I left the camera in this spot. By the way, I'm not moving the actual tripod, but I'm gonna try all of Vlogmas except for the days that I'm batching the rest of the pre-filmed videos. Then I will have to move it around. But otherwise, I'm keeping it like this for all of Vlogmas because then it makes it so easy to do my December daily because I just attached the camera to it. Today, I like had to flip it up so I could talk to it, but for the actual like tripod setup did not move. Anyways, so my camera's still plugged in and I'm sitting down to work on something that's kind of like mindless, like it's data moving around and copying and pasting. And so I pulled up YouTube on my iPad and I'm doing a pretty decent job staying on top of the people that I like to watch during Vlogmas. Let me know down in the comments, like, are you watching this on the day that I posted it? Are you a little bit behind? Who else do you like to watch? So I am really trying to keep up with the Braun family. I've talked about Jessica Braun before, and her husband alternate Vlogmas on their channel. So the Braun family, Sam from Happily Housewife, Jen from Pretty Neat Living, and Cindy, who I've talked about before. So those are the Vlogmases that I am like keeping up with, the get through those first if I have any of those outstanding. Then it's the December daily progress videos. So Allie Edwards and Tazi are both uploading a daily video of their December daily projects. And so I'm trying to keep up with those as well. And again, I'm pretty good. I'm watching my last day 2 right now, which is day 4, like they were posted 2 days ago. And then I'll move into day 3. And then of course I have a couple day 4 that are already uploaded. I think I have 9 in my watch later folder that I'm behind on. It's okay, maybe I'm not doing as good of a job of keeping up as I thought I would. Again, when I was commuting or like, I don't know, I had more time to watch it. Or like in the evenings, you know, Sam would watch a show that he's excited about, or if he was doing some work, I would watch Vlogmas stuff, and now it's hanging out with my family. And I'm not complaining about that at all, but keeping up is definitely gonna be more work this year than it has been in prior years. I forgot to mention, there's a couple of other people who I might try. I forgot to mention, there are a couple of other channels I follow as well or subscribe to that are also doing Vlogmas that if I get caught up, I got caught up on day 1 and so I watched a couple of theirs, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to keep up with them, and that's Christopher Allen, Christina Brawley, Kaden, Brianna from Diva and the Divine. Belinda, I saw posted a Vlogmas video today. Her son is just the cutest. I think she posted it today. Her day 1 she posted today, so I might be able to keep up with hers. But anyways, I know that if I don't, it's fine. And some of them I probably will watch into January. I would be way more likely to go watch those Vlogmases like next November when I'm excited about Christmas. By the time I get to January, I am kind of over the holidays and ready for like just New Year's stuff, and I want to get back to my regularly scheduled content rather than continue to watch holiday content, but that's just me. All right, work is done, and before we go to DSW, because we're gonna go to DSW and get dinner, like pick up dinner from a restaurant at the same time, and it's way too early to eat dinner, so obviously we're not gonna do that right this second. So we're gonna go ahead and dye my hair. I really wanted to do it earlier in the week because we're getting family pictures done tomorrow, and my favorite like time of my hair being dyed is after the first wash. And so I wanted to do it on like Monday or Tuesday and then let it sit for a couple of days and then wash it like tonight or tomorrow morning before pictures. Well, I forgot to order my hair dye online because I can't find it in person anymore. I'll show it to you. I've been using the same hair dye for, how old am I? Like, I don't know, 13, 14 years at this point. Basically, one time when I was in high school, I was getting red highlights in my brown hair, and I was talking to my mom and I like pulled out a strand of one of the red highlights and I was like, Mom, I just want my whole head to be this color, this like red strand. And she was like, okay, well, if you want all red hair, we're not going to go to the salon to do that. We're going to go to the drugstore and you could pick out a hair dye and we can try it out, and then if you hate it, we can always dye it back. So we went to the drugstore and I picked out a box, and I've been using the same box ever since, and I cannot find it in stores anymore. I can only find it online, and so I forgot to order it, and then it didn't arrive till Wednesday, and then just the last 2 nights we've been doing other things. So we're gonna get to my hair. It is gonna be a little bit vibrant because it's gonna be freshly dyed for pictures tomorrow, but oh well. Also, yes, I can totally do my hair myself at this point, but it is so much nicer when my mom does it. She does a much better job, especially of the back, and then my arms don't get tired. Okay, before we dye my hair, we have to figure out what the wine is so that we can get it chillin'. Whoa, it's bright over here. Okay, let's move the menorah. Okay, what are we on? Day 4. Oh. Okay, I can't do this without.
Wait, Mom.
Wait, Allie. What is it? Oh, another pink one. Ooh.
No, it's red Moscato.
Red Moscato. What is red Moscato?
I don't know.
I've never even heard of that before. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I'm also gonna make a cup of this tea. Do you want a cup of tea, Mom, or are you ready to start with wine? Okay. So I'm gonna make 1 cup of tea. So I'm gonna do the thing I did the other day. I don't think it was part of this vlog. I'm gonna use a bigger mug than one of those little mugs. Let's go with this one. So I'm gonna only heat up the amount of water that fills up the mug because that's all the water that I need. This one does not quite need 3 minutes. Maybe we'll do a minute. We'll start with a minute and see how that goes. And then once again, I'm not gonna measure. I'm just gonna guesstimate here and put a little bit of tea in there and call it a day. I used to have one of the David's Tea Perfect teaspoons. It came in my very first advent calendar from them, but I cannot find it. Even if I could, I didn't bring it with me to Chicago, but I really don't know where it went. All right, I did another 30 seconds. Now we're gonna, oh, that mug was much harder to pour out of than the other one. Oh my gosh, I just saw Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans open up her advent calendar on Instagram. There was a second sticker that I totally missed. This one says, "You're my lobster." Can I just go like stick it on Sam? Let me go ahead and pull out my December daily and see if I can, well, I don't really want to spoil anything because there's art progress videos coming of this, but I do have an idea of how I'm going to incorporate these stickers and add them back on to day 1, which was my advent calendar story. And so I'm just gonna do that tomorrow when I work on my December daily. Mid hair dye session. My mom has these really old red towels that she's had forever, and when they moved from the old house into the city, she kept one just for this purpose. And then I have a red towel in New York that's like my hair dyeing towel. But I thought I would go ahead and try the tea with you. I left it out there for longer than I should have because like I put it in the pot and I was like, okay, let's go dye my hair. And then we like did all of it and I was like, oh, my tea. So it's probably not super warm or super hot. It's probably like warm. It's good. It's actually kind of the perfect temperature. It is very minty. So if you don't like mint tea, this one would not be for you. It's not my favorite. Like mint tea is not my favorite, but I mean, I'll drink this, but I would never buy this for myself. I'll record the wine part. All right, we ordered dinner from a place called Nando's. I've never been there before, but apparently it's a thing here. Is it a Chicago chain or is it other places? Oh, okay. Well, apparently it's other places.
It's like Europe's like McDonald's.
Interesting.
Wait, I think someone explained it that way. That may not be Europe.
It may be somewhere else.
On the website,
Not Europe.
throughout the country, cities
Yeah.
throughout this
Oh.
U.S.
Then we probably have them in New York and I just don't know it. Okay, but more importantly, it's wine time and time to try this red Moscato, which is words that I'm just not so sure how I feel about, because normally I'm not a Moscato fan because it's super sweet wine, and I don't know how I feel about this shade of wine. It's a super odd dark pink, but we're gonna give it a go. Cheers, Mom.
Cheers.
Where you get that?
In our wine calendar.
Oh.
Oh, that's just like juice. That's not wine. That's like juice.
Grape
You wanna try a sip of this, Sam? It's just,
grape juice.
yeah, this is juice, not wine.
I gotta
Kayla, you would really enjoy this wine. Is it treat time, kitty? We're technically a day behind on this, so it's only day 3, which is up here in this corner. Somebody's hopped up on the couch with me. Oh, yep, I want the treat, Mom. I'm here for it. Definitely trying to figure out this advent calendar because it's been the same size, like shape of treats every day. But here it does say fish shaped, cube shaped, round shaped. So I think we're gonna have something different, but the fact that we've had the same for the first 3 days, I feel like it's a little bit strange, but all right, Charlie. What's that? Here. I'm gonna knock it on the floor, Mom. She's definitely seemed the most interested in it today. She came right up to it. Just put the last one down in front of her, and she is not having it. I think 2 is her max. That's been the theme for the past few nights. 2's enough, Mom. Thanks. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish giving Charlie the rest of her treats and close out this vlog, and I will see y'all in the morning. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I usually upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and every day here during Vlogmas. Happy planning. So it came with 3 chef stickers? I know that most podcasts people, what's the word? Do you want to be not in it since you don't have makeup on?
Oh yeah, I got it on.
I don't know why it is so hard for me to find them on the back here, you guys. Like people, I don't know, how do I say this? I am, but I'm not gonna include that clip. Right.